Assalamu alaikum and welcome all. I hope that you will be enjoying a happy and healthy life. Viewers, as I promised in the last video that I will give you a complete and detailed update of my moringa tree. So here it is. Firstly, let me tell you that today's video was not recorded at one go. In fact, I have compiled this video for you by adding a number of short clips which were recorded at different days, mostly during May and June, to capture different stages of my moringa tree. I just wanted to give you a complete idea of its seasonal life cycle. And I hope that by now you would have seen Moringa part 1 and part 2. And if not, then you can find the link in the description below. Anyway, in previous videos, I have shown you that it has started fruiting. So in last week of May, we picked its first fruit. As I told you that moringa leaves though I use in routine, but these drumsticks are a seasonal sogat. Although they are less in quantity, but quality wise these are excellent and tasty drumsticks. And this always happens in organic gardening, that you will get good quality but not much quantity. I usually use 2 to 3 drumsticks of this size for one time cooking, and it's delicious if it's cooked with dal, and extremely healthy as well. These drumsticks are around half an inch thick, or you can say a little more than a finger's thickness, and lengthwise I think it's 15 to 16 inches long. So in first pick we got 6 of them which were fully matured. Viewers, as you saw in part 1 that these stems were full of lush green new sprouts back then in August I think. But now they are left with very few leaves and have started resprouting. So whenever your plant starts resprouting, it's the best time to prune it. And otherwise also we should prune the plant after the final harvest. It's good for your plant's health. So we will also prune this plant today. And here is the final pick from our moringa tree. I have separated all the healthy leaves which I will share with my friends surely. And here are rest of the drumsticks. Although one or two of them were not completely ripe or matured, but still we had to take them off because we had to prune the tree. And here are few unhealthy branches and leaves which I have separated from the fresh ones. And these leaves will also not go waste. I will put them in compost. And here is the final look of the pruned tree. And sorry, I didn't record the pruning process because I took help from our maintenance staff to do this, so I didn't feel good to record them while working. Anyway, just like last year, we gave it a good prune, and after this hard pruning, I will not waste even single part of this tree. Here you can see all the waste, but I will tell you how I will reuse it. So first we will talk about these long woody stems. I mainly use them as a support for such covers, trellises and shades, and sometimes I cut them into small sticks and then I use them to support other smaller plants. And trust me, this saves a lot of money, as I rarely buy any plant supporting sticks from the market. But for all this, first of all, you have to allow them to dry out a little bit. This will make the stems lighter and easy to handle. Even you can make your own trellises of different types using these stems. Second waste material was these dry and yellow leaves, which are in fact the garden gold, not the waste. I usually dry them and directly mix them with the potting soil every year, or sometimes I just add them to my compost as I am going to do now. And the third waste item was these small woody branches. Uh, you can select the straight ones, let them lose their moisture, and then they can be used same way as plant support for newly planted or smaller plants. And these one can also be used to propagate moringa, means we can make new plants out of these cuttings. Just get a branch having fingers thickness, that would be enough. Bury 2 to 3 nodes under the soil and leave 3 to 4 nodes above the soil, and I think a foot or 1.5 foot of cutting would be enough for this. You can plant these cuttings in any 6 to 8 inches pot even in summers, but just keep in mind that the pot should be kept in shaded or semi shaded area, and don't overwater, just keep the soil moist. It will inshallah sprout within 2 weeks. But yes, always plant 3 to 4 cuttings just to increase the chances of success. Because for any reason, some of the cuttings might not work. Let me tell you that I have planted these cuttings and pruned my moringa tree at the same time, and it was done during second week of June 2021. And in next few minutes I will show you their update also. For now, coming back to the pruned tree. Actually, I want it to grow at 2 different levels instead of one. So, one stem was pruned at a higher level than the other ones. Hope that it will look like 2 different umbrellas at different levels. And secondly, this longer stem can serve me as a pole also to tie the shade net and all. Here is the update after 2 weeks, means by end of June. You can see that it has started sprouting. As I told you, it's not necessary that all cuttings will be successful, or sometimes some cuttings might take a little longer time to show results. And now we'll go back to that pruned tree and see how it's working. Here is the most mesmerizing shot of this video. At least for me it is. This is the result of that pruning after 2 weeks. You see, if we would have left this tree without pruning after picking up the fruit, then by now it would have more of bare and dull woody branches instead of these fresh sprouts and lush green leaves. That's why I always recommend pruning. It's healthy for your plants. So viewers, that was all for today. And I think it's part 1 and part 2 were also recorded in the same months last year. That was July or August. And in that we have started with its new sproutings. We spoke about its propagation, repotting, and then we also spoke about its importance, health benefits, and requirement, etc. And now in part 3, means today, we have witnessed its fruiting and hard pruning, and then resprouting once again, by which you got a clear idea of the yearly life cycle of a moringa tree. And that was my purpose. So I'm recommending this tree to you. It's a hardy plant for Gulf climate, so you can bring it home any time of the year. It will definitely survive, no worries about that. Please add it to your garden. Even you can grow it in a pot easily. You must have seen my potted moringa in previous videos also. I hope you found this video informative, and if so, then don't forget to share it with your friends. Inshallah soon I will be back with another useful video. Till then, take care, stay blessed, and Allah Hafiz.